Yeah, go ahead.
What's going on, James Roy? We are live, aren't we?
Mr. Carlos, how are you?
I love going live with you, buddy, even though I'm a little sad that we're not in the same place today.
Spring break, man. Spring break. So if you hear chaos happening, we're going camping here in about 10 minutes. So if you hear chaos, or 10 minutes after we get off, you hear chaos, man, food. I hear pots and pans. I hear
getting everything ready
out there.
Camping, huh?
So hopefully, camping. We're going to Medard Park, man. It's going to be great. We're gonna turn down and unwind for a few days and have some bonfire. So even though it's like 50 degrees at night. So
just, hey, listen, bring some hoodies, some extra blankets. Make sure that you don't forget how to start a fire.
Dude, I got thin blood now, man. I went to Walmart and got.
You're from Michigan, bro. You're from Michigan.
That's a long time ago, man. Long time.
Oh, dude, that's crazy.
Yeah, excited, man. Excited. You guys gonna finish off spring break doing anything? You guys just hanging out?
We don't have spring break yet. We have spring break at the end of the month, from the 30th to the 2nd. So I believe we're going down to the beach somewhere. The wife is the one that takes care of all that. She just tells me, hey, here's where you got to show up. So I don't think I've even asked, but I know we've got something planned for that week. So again, we'll I'm sure it's going to be something fun, but I'm just looking forward to being intentional and spending time with the family. I think we mentioned this before, but we work so hard, James, and we put so much into our businesses, but we also get the benefits of sometimes having financial freedom and flexibility with our schedules, right?
Time
so
freedom,
we
man.
Can go take off, go with our families, spend time with them. And what I would encourage anybody listening or tuning into this as well is we can sometimes plan these trips and get away, but still be tied to our business and not really unplug and not really be intentional with the time that we have with our family. So for me, it's what I like to do, and this has helped me a lot because I was the same way. I show up first 2 days, I'm still on my phone. My family and my girls are like, Dad, what are you doing? Are you gonna come play? My head was still in the business, and even throughout the whole time, I'm still in the business, still answering questions, doing all these things. But what I've done is now, like a day or two before I leave, I'm just running through everything, writing everything down, making sure that I can handle what I handle, because that day that we go to leave, like how you're leaving today, leave it all at home. Leave it at home. It's going to be there when you get back. But guess what? The time with our kids is kind of outrunning us, right? You got some boys that are graduating and stuff, and my girls are getting old, and I've got a few more years with them. Well, I'm going to stop working those 3 or 4 days that I'm with them and be intentional and talk to them and build more memories. Because brother, this life's moving quick.
Yeah, it is, man.
Fast, right?
It is. Well, the thing that we're learning with kids graduating is with inflation and the way how much things cost, they're not moving out right away. So you might have more time than you think, dude.
Well, that's okay. I'm okay with that, but I want to be ready for it, right? I want to be ready. In case they do. I think my oldest is making some plans to head off to college right after. So
where at though?
Going to be a junior, huh?
Where at? Close, local?
So she's actually going to do Word of Life, which is a Bible-based institute that's here in Hudson. So she's not going to be far for the first year.
Living at home.
She's not. They live there, and they encourage them because this is like a transition, right? As they're coming out of high school, and then from there she's going to do that for a year. Then she's going to go to what she's planning on. We're going to be visiting Liberty University. We're looking at Baylor. We're looking at a couple different ones. But yeah, she's going to get her feet wet with Word of Life. And then her plan is to go to Liberty and continue some theological studies, which is incredible. I'm beyond excited for that. But I know that, in a short period of time, she won't be there. And then my youngest right behind her, so me and my wife were talking about this the other day. And like within 6 years, we're going to be empty nesters.
You have to learn how to live together all over again.
Yeah, no, well, again, that's why we are very intentional as well. And at the end of April, we're going away on our couples trip that we do every year. Also, we keep that relationship going,
That's awesome, man. Where do you get help? Like, is it just an annual retreat you and your wife do together
Yes.
to unwind, plan? Like, I have to start doing those.
Yeah, man. It's huge. It helped our relationship. Not only do we enjoy spending time with each other, but we get an opportunity as well to kind of go over finances, set some goals and
Yeah.
expectations, talk about what ways we can hold each other accountable in life as well. My wife's my best friend, so I want to share everything with her, and I want to tell her what I'm doing right and what I'm doing wrong. And I expect for her to hold me accountable to those things just the same way she does for me. So it's kind of like, hey, where we been? What did we do the last year? Where are we going moving forward for the next year? Our fiscal year for our family starts on our anniversary. We've done it, but it's everybody sets and does their own thing, So it's cool, man. I definitely would encourage you to do that because, like you said, you can sometimes lose sight of your relationship with your spouse when you're so focused on the kids all the time that when they do leave, you're like, oh, wait, I don't know you.
Yeah, who are you?
No, I want to know you. I want to know that
Who are you?
That next phase in our life when we don't have kids at home anymore and we've got more flexibility and God willing, we're able to have some good financial security. Well, now we can go and travel. Now we can go on missions. Now we can go and do the things that we truly enjoy doing, but we're going to do it together.
No, I love that, man. I think it's one of the, it's like, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. And so I'm going with that through my kids right now. Like, you have to be intentional about planning your life. If you don't, 10 years will go by like that. And then you're looking back on what just happened.
Yeah.
And they don't see that. It's really hard for an 18, 19-year-old to see, how important it is to intentionally plan your life. But it's everything, literally everything. But anyways,
absolutely. So I know we got off topic. We're not talking about real estate, but this is unscripted. We're going to talk about all these different things.
Man, I was actually doing a little research this morning, and I wanted to get your perspective. And I know you got some help there in the office too. But I was doing a little research, or just kind of poking around the internet, just trying to figure, obviously we have to keep our pulse on the Tampa Bay market. That's our market, and what's going on. And I found a couple of things. One that we already knew about, but one that I didn't know about that is pretty interesting. So I just want to pull them up. Hold on a second.
Yeah, pull them up. Let's look at them.
All right. So this first one, obviously we know about this. The new Ray Stadium going in Tampa over by Ray J, right?
Getting closer. Listen, I keep hoping, man, that does happen.
Well, so the great thing about this, hold on, let me figure out how to do this so I don't close you out. So the great thing about this article that I was reading is that the state has actually designated 22 acres for the stadium. So
now, is that where HCC is right now?
Yes. Yeah. So what they're saying is, what DeSantis said was, there's a lot that needs to be done to the campus. Rather than pour money into rehabbing old buildings, why don't you reimagine it in a good way? And so they, obviously there's still a lot of hoops and hurdles. And it says that the Florida cabinet on Tuesday, when was this? Oh, this was last month. The Florida cabinet on Tuesday approved the conveyance of 22 acres of state-owned conservation land at HCC's Dale Mabry campus, advancing negotiations tied to the proposed Tampa Bay Rays Stadium. So things looks like the state is fully on board. The amount of impact, let's talk about the amount of impact that, obviously Ray J is already there, but Ray J is only there for 8 games a year, in terms of the Bucks. Obviously there's
volume, right? There's concerts and other things.
Yeah, there's other stuff, Monster Jam, all that stuff. But Rays Stadium to have 42 games or 41 games or whatever it is, 80. I'm sorry, 82 games because they pay 160, right? So 81 home games in the Tampa Bay, that little corridor right there during the summer. And then even in October, if they make, September, when the Bucks are starting, chaos.
I want it. I'm ready for it.
Chaos. Are you looking as an investor? Are you looking at this area right now going, short-term rentals, let's look to start picking stuff up? Or are you just kind of holding tight?
Yes, I want what's going on in West Tampa. Yes, I've started telling all my wholesalers and everybody in our network, and a lot of the people that are making offers for us, our agents are focused on West Tampa, that Tampa area. and around, because that's going to spread all the way through Ybor, man. Like that's really the demographics and the density in our downtown area and around West Tampa, North Hyde Park, Carver City, which is over by International Mall. I mean, all of that area is going to continue to be redeveloped, right? Especially if the stadium comes. Look what Midtown did to that area of North Hyde Park. Now, West Shore, that's another thing we can talk about as well, but it might not be today or next time, but West Shore District, but where the old West Shore Mall is, that's going to be redeveloped into something really, really cool. That's mixed use. And then you've got this potential stadium. I mean, that's big, big growth, more jobs. We hope higher paying jobs that are coming here because of the commerce and the office space. If it's mixed use, that'll be coming. And not to mention just let me see all the jobs that a stadium adds, right? Or a new development adds, going to continue to help us with our growth here in the Tampa Bay area. So it's something I'm looking forward to. I hope this time it's a reality, because we've been down this road before, and it didn't happen. So,
yeah. I think with this new ownership though, it just feels different, right? This time, like they went all in Tampa right away. What was the guy's name? Sternberg, the old owner. Like you could just tell he wasn't in there. But it just feels different. DeSantis is involved. Votes are happening.
Let's
Florida,
go, man. Let's continue to be advocates for it, and whatever we can do on our end to spread the word. But I think this would be fantastic for the Tampa area. And I believe that the attendance will grow as well.
Look at that, baby.
Wow. That looks awesome.
Everybody's saying it's looking like SoFi, like the LA Rams stadium. Everything's starting to look like SoFi. It's all, modern and futuristic. And
I wonder if it'll retract. I wonder if that's going to be a retractable roof.
I hope they do. Although, probably a whole lot more money. But
actually, Jim, come here real quick. I want to show you on, so people know I'm going to be looking at, and I'm going to bring you in on this conversation a little bit. But this is my project manager, my senior project manager, Jim. So everybody can meet him. We're going to ask him some questions about some projects, because I want you guys to hear some of the things that we're going through. But as I'm talking, he's sitting across from me. So I just wanted to make sure that everybody can see who he is.
Morning, James.
Hi, Jim.
Morning, everybody. Thanks a lot, guys.
Yeah, we're just putting you on blast, buddy. I love it.
Hey, Jim, I want your, hold on. I want your perspective on something. So a $68 million apartment complex to replace Office Depot on Dale Mabry, a 320-unit apartment project, would replace an Office Depot along Dale Mabry in West Shore. That's like Dale Mabry, like just north of 275.
Impact
exactly and thoughts on this.
Wow. Let's share the screen real quick. Let's take a look at it as you're looking at it.
Am I not sharing it? My bad. Yeah. That would help you. There you go.
Okay. So is that over by where that Walmart is? No.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So plans filed with the city of Tampa identify the project as a Mabry apartment building at 2011 North Dale Mabry Highway on a full block site between Dale Mabry and North Sterling Ave. The existing 24,500 square foot Office Depot would be demolished.
Wow.
Let me look at this. So 275.
And I think people are planning for the density that's going to be coming more and more to Tampa. So we bring a stadium like that. We continue to develop what's needed, James.
Man, housing.
Wow.
Affordable housing.
Like that.
I
mean, just like.
Although apartments right now are, you say they're affordable, but they're expensive, man.
I know, no, but they're going to have to do some sort of affordability, right? But I believe that our county and the city are working towards giving vouchers and doing stuff like that for the folks that are going to be doing retail and some of the other different type of jobs in and out of our community and around, these areas like the stadium and the future development. So
this is just south of that stadium, the proposed stadium.
Right so. Yeah, it's right there. So yeah, that's pretty cool. But yeah, James, do you want to sit right here? Or yeah, I'll talk to you right up in front. But yeah, it's I think there's we're just seeing all the growth right now that's starting to happen and going to continue to happen. And we want to be on the right side of that growth, right? So one of the shifts, James, we've talked about this, but I've got some townhomes that I would love if we have a chance to maybe next week. We're actually going through those numbers after this, and that's why I've got Jim in here with me. But we're going to continue to break down our numbers for our townhomes, our new construction townhomes, and I would love to share that with everyone next week. So maybe that we can put that on the agenda.
Yep.
But I want to start building more because we see the demand for new housing in these urban areas, in the city limits. So it's a lot of infill. We're not buying a tract of land out in Waimama and subdividing it up and hoping no. We're going to find and continue to find infill lots. We can scrape an existing home and we can, build up something new, bigger, that is going to just continue to fill that need for density. And we're seeing a shift right now,
Well, you're not opposed to Waimama, though. There is opportunities in Waimama.
Not opposed to it, but again, it's got to make sense, and we've got to buy that land cheap, right? Weren't we working on 9 acres? Whatever happened with that?
Still working on it, man. Still working on it.
Yeah.
So there's heirs involved and probate stuff going on, and we still have the contract on it. So we'll see when it comes through.
Any updates? Let's talk a little bit about that deal. How'd you get that deal?
Hold on. So let's start from the beginning. So we got that deal. Ooh, that was a long time ago, man. I think it was from our PPC campaign. We were running, cash offer PPC campaign for Google. I'm pretty sure she came through there. And then it was she was ready to go. She was ready to sell it. We come to find out it's in probate. There's other heirs. She's trying to force it, and it didn't work out very well for her. So it got kicked back. Then there was attorneys involved. We had to redo the contract a couple of times, and then she finally just showed up again, and she's like, "Hey, we're forcing the sale." But then she asked an interesting question that I'd like to get your perspective on.
Okay.
And she asked, would you be, I think she has 50% of the estate, which is this piece of property. It's like 9.9 acres or whatever it is in Waimama it's got a 3-2 mobile home on it that will obviously have to be demoed or whatever. But
right.
She's like, would you be interested in just buying my 50% right now? And my immediate response was, no, we need the whole thing. Because I think
though, hold on.
Okay.
We might entertain that. So I myself have done a little bit of it, but I know someone who's part of our Magnolia network. Okay. By the way, quick plug. Next Wednesday, March 25th, West Shore Grand, 5:30 to 8. Come out, meet us. I'm going to be talking about real estate stuff. You can come and meet Ben, who is just another rock star in the real estate community. Former, I think, 26-year Army veteran, just a great dude. We're going to be talking shop. We're going to talk real estate, and there's just a lot of people in the room that you can network with. But all right, quick little plug. But this guy loves buying percentages of ownership in properties. Now, let's say she could estimate that the maybe 220,000 or for whatever based off of what she was going to get off that 50%. We come in and we reduce that. We say, we're going to get you out right now. We're going to give you $100,000, let's say, buy your 50%. And then we follow through with forcing the sale. Does that make sense?
Yes. However, some of the heirs are like refusing to sell, I believe.
There's ways to get around that, though.
Yeah.
So again, I'm not the expert on this. So I would consult my buddy and say, hey, here's the situation. Let's look at who's, refusing and why they're refusing. And let's see if we can make it work. And just like anything else, you've got to underwrite that specific situation to see if it can end the way that we want it to end.
Yeah. I mean, so next is that Magnolia?
That's a good conversation to have. I definitely, we need to talk and figure that out. Because I do believe that's a great parcel of land. And if we can get it at a discount by buying out her percentage now, even better.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk to him next week, and then we'll go from there.
Yeah.
Are you familiar with this building at all?
I am. Yes.
This is Harborview
Work over in
Plaza,
that area. Huh?
Harborview Plaza in West Shore.
Yep.
Sold to a Miami investor for $39.5 million. This just happened. I mean, this was just posted March 5th, so pretty
That's
pretty
office.
recent.
Yeah, that's all office space right now, isn't it?
7-story property at 3031 North Rock Point Drive in Rocky Point.
Yep. Yep.
Oh yeah, things are moving, man.
I wonder what they're
You
going to
know.
do with that. Does it say what plans they have for it?
Banyan bought the 6.7 acre site from Cousins Properties and partnered with Lafayette Street Capital on the deal, which the firms describe as their third investment together. On-site restaurant, 24-hour fitness center. Plans upgrades at Rocky Point property is already started capital improvements, new lobby, tenant lounge. Okay, it looks like they're just renovating it.
Wow.
Firm also plans a waterfront outdoor patio, additional workspace areas, plus future improvements for the park, signage, wayfinding, harbor. Yeah, it looks like they're just renovating it.
They're a big
opportunity there.
company, so they're doing it. Wow.
There must be opportunity there to, I would assume increase rents and, force a better valuation.
It's a dated building, but it's a beautiful area there. I don't know if you're familiar with Rocky Point, but
A little
I
bit,
actually
yeah.
used to have an office over there years and years ago.
Yeah, it's really nice. This
water views all over. It's crazy.
This building back here has got a really nice restaurant up top that we've done an anniversary dinner at. That was really nice over the water.
Nice.
But yeah, like things are moving, man. Like there's still opportunity. Like everybody thinks, the saturation and the high prices, there's opportunities.
Unfortunate, they're going to continue to rise, and as people continue to move here and all this redevelopment starts to happen and the density continues to increase, prices are going to continue to go up. So we need to get in now. We need to keep buying properties now, especially good rental properties.
I want to ask you a question.
Yeah.
We were just talking about this, my wife and I, and DeSantis is talking about wiping out homesteaded property taxes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Supposed to be on the ballot, I believe, this year. I would assume it's going to have overwhelming support from people who own houses here.
You would think, hopefully.
You would think. What is your perspective? What happens after that happens? Because if you're looking at a property that had 8 to 10 grand in taxes, your pool of buyers is this, but now if those taxes are gone, your pool of buyers that can afford that property are now this. In terms of inventory and in terms of prices, I'm up kind of with the mindset like inventory is going to get wiped out quicker. Prices are going to skyrocket because now people can afford more. Like what is your take on that?
All of the above. Challenges right now that we're facing is folks just can't qualify for these higher priced homes. The median income hasn't gone up enough as fast as the median price of homes. So you've got a lot of people just sitting there and because of the interest rates going up, that can't qualify to purchase their first property. Now, if those taxes go away, that now benefits the debt to income ratio. If you guys don't know, when you go to apply for a loan, they're looking at, okay, what's your principal and interest, but also your taxes and insurance. That gets factored into your payment, and that needs to be around 43% of what you make a month. So if you're close right now to that, to qualify for a $400,000 home, but that property also had $5,000 a month or a year in taxes, which was bumping your payment up by like $300 a month, that just comes off. Now maybe you can afford $500, right? So it gives a higher opportunity for somebody to purchase, and it is going to, if it happens, I believe it's going to cause a shift in our market here from buyer to seller's market, and how attractive is it going to look to somebody living in California who's paying almost 80% in taxes? It's ridiculous.
I mean,
we're already seeing an exodus of California and folks coming here, but I think it'll be overwhelming with even other states that are still challenged with, state tax and income tax and all this other stuff and property tax. So it's just going to benefit our state overwhelmingly.
Unless you're a buyer,
Again, it's going to help you though as a buyer as well. mean, you're going to be able to qualify for more, right?
Our conversation is, I don't want, like, obviously we're in the market to, to buy a primary right now.
Mhm.
And our conversation is, well, I'm not sure if I want to wait till, when those taxes get wiped out, because if the inventory gets sucked up and the prices jump up, like, now we've missed, now we're almost in the same boat. So I'm almost trying to force us to make sure we purchase something this
You
year.
got to do it. You got to
get ahead of it, because if you don't, like, if you're an agent and you have any buyers on the sidelines right now, have that conversation with them. Like, and obviously we can't predict the future. We don't know for sure it's going to happen. But if it does, first of all, your payment's going to drop drastically of whatever it is, because now your taxes are wiped out. But secondly, if you wait and now the buyer, if you're at this amount and now your buyer pool is this, going after the same house as you're going after, it's just more challenge for you. It's
absolutely,
it's potentially less opportunities. And so if you're a buyer's agent working with buyers, have that conversation right now. Like, if those property taxes get wiped out, it is going to drastically shift, obviously what you can afford as a buyer, but also what a ton of other people can afford now, so.
Yeah. No, I like that, James, because I mean, we just did it right now, kind of going through the process and seeing everything that's coming to Tampa. But that's the exact same conversation that these, as agents, you can have with your buyers that are just, waiting. Oh, I want to see what happens. Well, when you wait and see what happens and these prices go up, then, what are you going to do then? So, I agree. I think it's right now is the opportunity to buy. If you're sitting on the sidelines and you haven't, or even if you're sitting on the sidelines and thinking, oh, I'll invest next year. I'll buy my first flip in 2027. Let me wait to see what's going to happen for the rest of this year. But you're going to be too late. You're going to be too late. You're going to get in the game way too late when things are already shifting. So if you've got capital and you want to get into this business and you want to just learn how to do it, reach out to us as well. We're constantly starting these new education classes. We just did our first one in Spanish, which is going fantastic. I love that I'm able to do that for the Hispanic community. And so far, man, like, it's going great. Going on to the third week, and it's been incredible.
Oh, that's great, man. All right, well, let's plug our upcoming STAR class, right? So April 14th.
14th, wow.
April 14th. It's going to be the part one of 8 series, talking about real estate investment mastery as from the perspective of a realtor, right? So it's going to be held at the Suncoast Tampa Association of Realtors. The 14th will be in Clearwater. It's from 1:30 to 3. We're going to be teaching, everything in terms of how to work with investors, how to become one yourself, but really a deep dive, not high level stuff. We're going to be doing, real deal analysis. We're going to be hopefully calling sellers on the phone, and seeing if we can get deals locked up in the class. It's going to be a really hands-on class, and I'm looking forward to it. But you have to sign up at tamparealtors.org. Okay, go to their events calendar, and the link will be there.
Cool, man. No, I'm excited. I think later today I'm going to shoot some promo videos too that you guys will see on the socials. Just kind of putting it out there of what we're going to be doing. James, next week let's get together, me and you, and use our space at the office and record some videos as well. I think it's going to be a great opportunity for people to come and get to interact with us and learn this market that's shifting, and why, as a real estate agent, you want to partner up with guys like James, who are brokers that are savvy enough to point you in the right direction so you can make more money. This only makes sense. As an agent, you want to make more money. And if it's one side's dried up, you got to learn the other side. Otherwise, go back to, corporate. Go back to the 9 to 5. Go back to no freedom. Go back to, making a set paycheck with the FICA and all the other stuff that comes out of it, right? You don't want that.
No.
You got to pivot. Stay self-employed. Continue to chase that dream of financial freedom and these opportunities of having the time to spend with your families, to do those activities, to buy back your time. But you got to shift as the market is shifting. So it's gonna be awesome, man. I'm pumped.
Yeah, man. I'll tell you this: the greatest thing you can ever do for your entire life and your family is to create your own security. When you can create your own security, you're not worried about a job drying up or a company closing or, you know, your 401k. You literally create your own security and create your own destiny. And there's nothing more freeing than that, man.
Absolutely, man. That's what we want. I think that's what is available to a lot of people out there, but they just don't know how to achieve it. So hopefully, you know, within our little sliver and our little scope of influence that we have, that God's given us, we can make an impact with that, you know, with our education, what we've gone through, with our experience, you know.
Yeah, man. So hey, everyone, follow, like, join, subscribe, sign up for the classes. You know,
Have
I
a
do
great
training.
weekend. I know we're coming to you on a Friday like we do every Friday, but keep following us. Next week, though, I do want to say this. Obviously, we've got our event on March 25th. Hope to see you guys there as well. But next Friday, we're going to break down this new construction project. I want to go through and show you guys the plans that we have, how we've come up with some numbers, and then let's analyze it. And I want you guys to tell me, hey, is that a good investment or not?
Love it,
Be ready, come prepared to learn, and be prepared to ask questions and comment as well, because we're going to be diving and dissecting a 4-unit townhome project over by downtown. So,
all right, brother. Great.
all right,
Great.
all right, buddy. We'll
Talk to you
talk
soon.
soon.
All right.